Paul,
Hey, Mark.
how you doing?
How are you?
All right. Hey, I'm Mark Vinci. I invented the Ribalizer. This is my buddy Paul. He is he's been subjected to the whole evolution of Ribalizer. So he's an expert at this point, and so I'm gonna let him rip on the way that he does ribs, his way, Paul's way, not my way, Paul's way. I'm out of here. Let him talk to you about how to do great ribs on the Ribalizer.
Thanks, Mark.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm Paul DeNigris. I do all the video assets, all of the visual marketing for Ribalizer, and I really believe in the product, so that's why I'm here today. So a little background on me. I grew up on Long Island. So for me, ribs were all about, you know, what you got on the poo-poo platter at the local Chinese place. We didn't really do ribs when I was a kid. It wasn't until I moved out west that I started to really realize what barbecue was about. And it was really Mark that introduced me to sort of all the nuances of what great barbecue is like. And then he said, come over, I got this thing. I got this Ribalizer, this thing I invented. And I think you're gonna dig it. And really, the Ribalizer is made for a guy like me who loves his gas grill. I love my gas grill. I use it like 4 times a week. I don't wanna deal with low and slow. I don't wanna deal with charcoal. I don't wanna deal with a smoker. I wanna make great ribs real easy, okay? So we're gonna use the Ribalizer today. I do a couple of variations that are a little different than what Mark does. First things first, another cool gadget that Mark has laid on me is this little smoker box. I'm gonna load it up with some wood chips. And today I'm using apple. Mark tends to use hickory or mesquite or, you know, some more pungent woods. I tend to like apple, particularly when I'm doing pork. You know, one of the things is I still have a lot of East Coast friends and family that come over for my ribs. They're not digging super smoky stuff. So I'll go apple. Apple, I think, is a real nice complement to the pork. Obviously, apple and pork, fruit and pork goes really well together. And that works. So I like this little smoker box. I'm also not too shy about just dumping wood right on my grill. You can see this grill has been used and loved, and I'll just pour this stuff all over the place. I don't care. It's all gonna burn up. The more the merrier. The better smoke you get, the better your ribs are gonna taste. So I'm gonna get my Ribalizer on here, and this grill is the kind of the perfect size for the Ribalizer because it's, you know, it's a little bigger than the Ribalizer itself, so it gives me a little room to work. I'm gonna glove up because I'm gonna be dealing with pork, and I've got 5 racks of baby backs here that we slathered with Mark's rib rub. All right, so we're just gonna get these guys slotted in here real quick. The one thing that I really love about the Ribalizer is when Mark says it's foolproof, it really is. My grill can burn real hot. And I've had days where I'm ribalizing where I don't pay attention and I come out and this sucker's burning up real good and the tips of the ribs are getting black already before I even close it. And I'm like, crap, I screwed up my ribs. But when I close it up, they come out perfect. It doesn't matter. I have basically borderline messed them up, and the Ribalizer saves me every time. So with this, I'm gonna do apple juice. Again, it's a good pairing with the apple wood and with the pork. And the other thing is my wife and I are trying to stay away from soda. So we started using apple juice and really liked it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the bottom of my pan up and make sure that it comes up pretty much to that bottom rack. I don't necessarily want the meat to be sitting in it, obviously. All right, so I put a whole jug of apple juice in there. When we come back and close this guy up, I'll probably top this off with just a little bit of water. I'm not gonna add more apple juice at that point. But basically I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna keep an eye on it because like I said, this sucker burns hot. But 45 minutes from now, I'll come back, we'll close it up, and we'll have great ribs an hour and a half after that. All right, so it's been 45 minutes, and like I said, this thing burns hot, so I actually had to turn it way down. You can see I actually turned it off about 10 minutes ago because it was blazing, and got a really good amount of smoke coming out of here. You can see it's still pouring out. So let's open it up, let's see what we got. I can already smell, it smells amazing. I can only imagine how it's gonna smell when I open it up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So good. let's get this guy closed up, and we're gonna finish in this closed environment. Actually, before I do anything, before I close it up, we gotta top off this liquid. I got some just plain old clear water. You know, the main thing is you don't want this water or this liquid boiling off at all. You just kind of want it simmering. So you're gonna lose a little, but if you lose a lot, then you're cooking too hot. So just top that off. And then we get the top lid on. Just go ahead and close this up then. There we go. All right, close it up. I'm gonna put my grill back on low, and we're just gonna let it run for about an hour and 15, all right? All right, so it's been about an hour and 15 since I closed these up, and I know they're done. Got my gloves, because you definitely want those. Let's check it out. All right, and as we've said a number of times in our videos, you want to open this away from you, because a lot of steam is gonna rise out of this, and you wanna keep it away from yourself. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna take them out, I'm gonna put them in the top lid from the Ribalizer, and then I'm gonna take them over to the kitchen to cut them up, and we'll check them out. Oh, it smells great. Amazing. Let's go cut these guys up. Oh man, they smell so good. Oh yeah. Let's get these on the cutting board. Guys up. The knife should just glide right through them. Yeah, it's like butter, as they say back home on Long Island. Hey Mark, you gotta get in here.
Gladly.
Hey.
D. Director extraordinaire, I'll tell you what. He's directed some serious meat going on here. All right.
Cheers.
Salute.
Salute.
Oh.
Got a little hint of the apple.
Yeah, I caught that immediately. And I mean,
Yeah.
you got a smoke ring. Everything's rendered. They're tender. You need to do this. It's crazy good. Paul's way, anyway, with the Ribalizer.
Yeah. Ribalizer truly is idiot proof.
Thank you.
It's awesome.